Chapter 1. The Baby with a Cursed Name. The year is 37 AD and you are born into Roman royalty. Your parents give you the name Lucius Domitius, a Ahenobarbus. Your family is basically a collection of Rome's most violent psychopaths. Your biological father was famous for running over kids with his chariot just for fun. When you were born, he literally said, "Nothing good can come from a couple like us." Your uncle happens to be the ruling emperor Caligula. Caligula completely loses his mind, declares himself a god, and makes his horse a senator. Your mother, Agrippina, gets banished to a remote island for plotting a coup. The government confiscates every single penny of your family fortune. Your dad suddenly kicks the bucket when you are only 3 years old. You are left as a dirt-poor orphan with $0 in your bank account. They drop you off with an aunt who absolutely does not care if you live or die. Your first real teachers are a slave barber and a slave dancer. You grow up in the mud and obscurity until Uncle Caligula gets butchered with swords in a palace hallway. Chapter 2. Mommy's Boy and Deadly Mushrooms. The new emperor is your elderly great-uncle, Claudius. Your mother returns from exile with one insane, laser-focused goal. She wants to put you on the Roman throne by any means necessary. Agrippina seduces the old man Claudius and literally marries her own uncle. She pressures him into adopting you and giving you a brand new name, Nero. You become the main heir to the empire, skipping right past Claudius's actual biological son. Your mother completely controls your every single step and breath. She hires the famous philosopher Seneca to tutor you, forcing you to study boring Greek prose. You are strictly forbidden from playing with friends or having any real fun. When you turn 16, mommy gets tired of waiting around. She serves Emperor Claudius a nice plate of juicy mushrooms, heavily laced with poison. Claudius dies a painful death that very evening. You are marched out to the guards and declared the new ruler of massive Rome. You think you just became the most powerful person on earth. But in reality, you are just a puppet in the hands of your psychotic mother. Chapter 3. The Worst Family Dinner in History. You are officially ruling the great Roman Empire. But Agrippina is literally suffocating you with her toxic helicopter parenting. She sits right next to you on official state business. She demands that her face be minted on imperial coins right next to yours. She decides who you sleep with, what you eat, and what laws you sign. You finally get sick of it and decide to show some backbone. That is when your mother starts openly threatening you. She tells you that she raised Claudius's biological son, Britannicus, and can easily put him on the throne instead. You quickly realize that in this family, the only way to survive is to strike first. During a massive family banquet, you slip poison straight into Britannicus's wine cup. The 14-year-old kid drops to the floor in violent convulsions right in front of all the guests. You casually announce that he's just having an epileptic seizure and keep eating your dinner. Mom gets the hint and shuts up, but you know she will never forgive you for this. Chapter 4. Matricide and the Rigged Shipwreck. Your paranoia grows exponentially every single day. You see conspiracies, spies, and poisonous plots from your own mom everywhere. You make a heavy executive decision. Agrippina has to go. But poisoning her is impossible because she has built an immunity to every known toxin. Stabbing her with a dagger will start an army mutiny because the soldiers worship her. So you decide to use some shady engineering. You build a luxury boat equipped with a secret mechanical trap. In the middle of the night out at sea, the cabin ceiling is supposed to collapse and crush her. You hug your mother, put her on the ship, and send her home. At midnight, the trap triggers. The ceiling crashes down, but Agrippina somehow manages to survive. The ship starts sinking, she jumps into the water, and swims all the way to shore in the pitch black. When you find out, you fall into a wild panic. You send a gang of loyal centurions straight to her villa. When the soldiers draw their swords, your mother points to her stomach and screams, "Strike here, for this womb bore a monster." You got rid of her control, but this sin will haunt your dreams for the rest of your life. Chapter 5. The Worst Singer in the Roman Empire. Now that nobody can tell you what to do, you decide to pursue your real lifelong dream. You sincerely believe you are a legendary poet, actor, and musician. You grab a lyre and step out onto the professional stage. For the Roman public, this is an absolute shock. The emperor is acting like a basic street busker. You host grueling, multi-hour solo concerts. You sing for so long and so boringly that the audience is strictly banned from leaving the arena. Soldiers lock the gates completely shut. Some people literally fake being dead just so they can be carried out on stretchers. Pregnant women give birth right in the stands during your musical sets. A special military squad of 5,000 horsemen is hired just to loudly clap at your every breath. You even travel to the Olympic Games in Greece. You enter a chariot race, fly out of your vehicle into the mud, and don't even finish the race. But the judges still award you the gold medal because everybody enjoys staying alive. You return to Rome with hundreds of fake trophies while the empire slowly slides into an abyss. Chapter 6. The Arsonist and the Human Torches. It is the scorching summer of 64 AD. One of the most devastating fires in history breaks out in Rome. The inferno destroys more than half of the massive city. A nasty rumor spreads like wildfire among the public. You burned Rome on purpose to clear land for your new massive golden palace. People say you stood on a tower and happily sang poetry while watching the city burn. To save your own skin from an angry mob, you desperately need a scapegoat. You declare a weird new religious sect called the Christians to be the arsonists. This is where you turn the ultra-violent slider all the way up. You turn their executions into a massive entertainment show in your private gardens. People are sewn into the skins of wild animals and hunted down by dogs. They are crucified on crosses all along the roads. Once darkness falls, you cover the Christians in tar, tie them to poles and light them on fire. They burn alive as human torches, illuminating your late-night garden parties. The Roman public is utterly horrified by your cruelty. You think you just terrified everyone into submission, but you actually just signed your own death warrant. Chapter 7. Game over and a rusty blade. The year is 68 AD. A literal tax on breathing and your insane spending have pushed everyone to the edge. Massive military rebellions ignite across the provinces. Your generals declare you a traitor one after another. The Senate officially sentences you to death as an enemy of the state. Your personal Praetorian Guard abandons their posts and runs away. You wake up in the middle of the night in an absolutely empty palace. They even stole your golden boxes of poison and your bed sheets. You are left in a single robe, barefoot, accompanied by just 4 loyal slaves. You panically flee Rome to a rundown villa out in the country. You sit in a semi-destroyed shack, drink muddy water from a puddle, and shiver from pure terror. Outside the window, you hear the unmistakable thumping of the Senate cavalry's horse hooves. They are coming to arrest you and beat you to death with sticks in the public square. A rusty dagger is clamped in your shaking hands. You just cannot find the courage to plunge it into your own throat. You cry and whine your famous final words. "What a great artist dies in me." In the end, your loyal slave has to help you push the blade in. A centurion bursts into the room, trying to stop the bleeding with his cloak, but you just wheeze, "Too late, this is fidelity," and close your eyes forever. You were only 30 years old. Your poor ancestors heroically suffered for 4 million years. They died in hot savannas from the teeth of saber-toothed cats. They froze in glaciers hunting mammoths with sticks. They literally boiled alive in stinking leather bird masks. They poisoned themselves with lead makeup in Chinese harems. They gave birth to emperors among toxic mothers and burning empires. All of this wild madness happened for one single goal. They wanted you to sit comfortably on the internet today. You are lying on a soft couch lazily scrolling through your phone screen. Show at least a shred of respect to your surviving ancestors. Smash a fat like on this historical video. Subscribe to our animation channel right now. Drop your honest thoughts about Nero in the comments. Tell us at what stage of his life you would definitely kick the bucket. See you soon in new crazy episodes. Bye everyone.